Hey guys, EDDBUD here, and it's time for another episode of Running Shoe, Yay or Nay. Hey cats, welcome to Running Shoe, Yay or Nay. This is the show where I explain whether or not I'm going to review a specific shoe when it does come out. It's not me saying that I think the shoe's great or it's terrible. How could I know that before I've actually tried it out on foot? So here I give my reasoning behind the decision as to whether I'm going to review it or not. I got to be honest, I had my first COVID vaccination shot yesterday and it knocked me for six, guys, I've got to say. No running for a couple of days, just been getting back to normal. I feel a little bit more normal now. I was not feeling good yesterday at all, but go and get your shot when you get the chance and do your bit. First shoe today is the Brooks Hyperion Elite 3. So first glimpse of this shoe recently was on Des Linden's 50k effort. What an incredible effort that was too. A women's world record. I believe she got in just under 3 hours. It's just immense. Absolutely superb. It does look to be the same midsole as we saw on the Hyperion Elite 2 and the same outsole by all accounts. Though a brand new upper. Wasn't an awful lot wrong with the upper on the 2. I thought maybe some people had some problems in that heel area around the collar. I think a few people had a bit of rubbing, but it was sort of glove-like to me. The upper on the Elite and the Tempo were really good. Seems to be more of a mesh this time round than a fabric that was on the Elite 2. Certainly seems like the big change here, perhaps a slightly more containing upper. It was pretty floppy and flexible on the Elite 2. As I say, I didn't really have too many issues with the other one. I just found it not to be one of the most propulsive shoes. I like the midsole material, but I just don't think it works that well with the carbon plate. Probably going to be around about that 210 Earth credits price range. Gotta say, that's a big gamble when you think about the fact I wasn't really blown away by that shoe. So I've got to be honest at this point, until I hear some more information that changes my mind, it's going to be a nay for the Brooks Hyperion Elite 3. Shoe 2 is the ASICS NOVABLAST 2. This one caught me by surprise a little bit. It just seemed to appear out of nowhere, and it seems to have ushered in lots of discounts to the original NOVABLAST. I found that shoe was okay for daily use. I didn't say it was something that really stood out. More energy sponge than energy return. Certainly some nice absorbing qualities there. I found it nice as an easy day shoe, nothing more. Although the upper was just really large, I probably could have gone down half a size in that from my normal standard UK 11. It does appear as if they've attended to a few of the issues that I did have on the original version of the shoe. A slightly lower drop, I think it's gone from a 10 to an 8 this time. A little bit more foam in the forefoot possibly. The cheese wire type laces have been replaced with something perhaps a little more contemporary. It was just a really strange and bizarre inclusion last time, considering that most ASICS shoes come with standard laces. Weight-wise, it does appear to be a tad heavier than the original version of the shoe. That's just a common thing these days, isn't it? But I think that the NOVABLAST 2 will be a popular enough choice that most people will look beyond that. Will it offer anything brand new? Is it going to match something of real value in the daily category, like the Reebok Float Ride Energy 3? Or is it just another hulky chunk of overly compressive foam? I'm intrigued enough, and I want to give the NOVABLAST another go. I think I perhaps missed something last time in the original version, so I'm going to say it's a yay for the NOVABLAST 2 when I can get my mitts on it. Though I'm going to go a half size down this time because apparently it's still pretty big. Shoe 3 is the 361 Flame. I gotta say, this shoe really does look the business. Like a mid-60s UK sports car. Sleek, yet savoury. Like salted caramel peanuts. You can see the carbon plate just poking its head out of the midsole there, can't you? TPU foam here, so it should be pretty light and compressive. You know, it's gotta be these days, doesn't it? Well, you don't even get a look in. And the carbon plate here is called the Quick Bone. What's not to like about that? Lightweight mesh on top and a more considerable outsole tread. Pattern's pretty meaty. It seems like a bit of a mashup on the outsole area of the Next Percent and Puma's DV8 Nitro. At 160 though, it's quite a few Earth credits to gamble with. You know, a trainer, racer, it's in that kind of endorphin speed territory, isn't it? I think if I can find my size in this shoe, it'll be fun to test it out. A new make, a new model, something a little bit against the grain, 1 degree beyond. It's a yay from me if I can find it somewhere. Shoe 4, pull tabs. I see pull tabs on a shoe that doesn't need them. Why? Now that Speed 2 from SAUCONY better be good it's got a great deal to live up to, hasn't it? I mean, how many shoes squeak like crazy when you take them out in the wet and lose their pop after about 100 miles? I'm just kidding, I don't want to upset you guys. I know loads of people like the Endorphin Speed and I really enjoyed it too. I mean, it was the first shoe that I went out to run in after my son was born in August last year. It's got a wonderful feel, but pull tabs? Really? Seems like there's a bit of a lower profile heel counter there than appeared on the Speed 1, or the Speed, or whatever you want to call it. You catch my drift. Seems like they've kind of compressed it down a little bit. Other than that, feels like a 0.5 really. There's like a little lace loop in the front there. Do we need that? Appears to be the same midsole and outsole configuration as in the Speed, and not much has changed here really. Probably a good opportunity to buy up loads of pairs of the original Speed. I mean, they're still putting brand new versions of that out, even like last week or something. The outsole was the weak point on the original version of the Speed for me. I'm a little bit disappointed to see those slippery slats return. I feel almost obliged to try it out just to see if they've made any sort of improvement. I mean, it's hard to beat when you've got a shoe that's pretty much perfect. It's going to be a yay for me for the Speed 2 when I can get them, but only if I can cut off the pull tabs on a live stream. What do you make of those 4 shoes today, guys? Some interesting models there. I think the most tasty model though is that 361 Flame. Really do fancy some salted caramel peanuts now. Let me know what you think down in the comments. A slightly strange musical interlude today. While I was sort of delirious and lying on the sofa feeling sorry for myself after my COVID jab, I stumbled across an amazing thing on YouTube. There's a YouTuber called Dom Whiting, and he's got a special bicycle that he's created with DJ equipment attached to it and speakers. He's got a mic and he's playing drum and bass while cycling around London. I think he put the video out about a week ago and it's already been viewed about 200,000 times. It really is worth checking out. Some awesome drum and bass tunes on there, and he's a genuinely really nice fellow. Not quite sure perhaps of the legality of what he's doing, headphones and kind of cycling around, but he has some other people with him as well, kind of keeping an eye out and checking he's okay. But it's totally awesome. I'll place a link on the screen and also in the description of this video so you can check it out. You know, I like my drum and bass, and Dom plays a load of old school stuff on there as well. Really worth checking out, this one. I particularly like where he puts the mic out and gets the van drivers and the taxi drivers to beat their horns. It's awesome. Okay, thanks for tuning in today, guys. I very much appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button and click the bell below for notifications of when I launch those new videos. And it does help the channel out in terms of that YouTube algorithm if you give this video a thumbs up like and share it with your running buddies. My name's EDDBUD and I'll be seeing you. That's pretty much used up every ounce of energy that is left in my body. Oh man.